Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Deadman.
I'm Attack Nezzy.
And today on Game Over, all future Xbox 360 titles will be backwards compatible. Xbox One owners, we're getting a new UI. Quantum Break does get a release date. Microsoft invests heavily on eSports. Halo 5 will get a limited edition console. Halo Wars 2 has been officially announced. And Crackdown 3 news, all coming up on today's episode of Game Over. And the first thing that we're going to talk about going over from today's Gamescom is, of course, all future Xbox 360 games for Windows Gold will be backwards compatible. Nezzy, what do you think about that?
Okay, first of all, I don't go on my 360 too much anymore, so that just sounds awesome to me. I mean, I'm going to be able to play most of those games are going to be free for the Xbox One users as well. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you can. You don't even have to technically log into your
360.
You can go to the website and buy the stuff, and it instantly adds to your queue, so it pops up on your Xbox One to download, and you're ready to install list.
Yeah. So I mean, you're gonna have a lot more. It's gonna be more free-to-play games, and it's gonna be more exciting because you're gonna be able to play all those free games. They're gonna be more versatile for 360 and Xbox One players. It's just more crossover games, more cross-platform.
Now, here's the question. Are you going to stream Skyrim?
Oh, yes. That's not even a question.
Because, especially with backwards compatible, is the streaming that we can do with Twitch, party chat, everything works as is. So, there's like no loss of functionality on the Xbox One part playing the 360 games.
Right, so I'm going to be live streaming Skyrim a lot. That's going to be my game. That's going to be my game to live stream for sure.
Well, until the new Elder Scrolls comes out.
Especially on this controller.
Throw in some mentions here. A few companies have backed backwards compatibility. EA, Bethesda, Ubisoft, and of course Square Enix do support the backwards compatibility. I find it interesting, though, that Activision wasn't on the list.
Yeah, those are all big companies. Wasn't there a reason Activision wasn't on the list?
No, there wasn't a reason. They had this list out, and it was just absent. We didn't see Activision there.
Wasn't there something about Call of Duty 2? You were telling me about how Call of Duty games... You told me something recently about Call of Duty games.
Call of Duty...
I know Activision isn't all Call of Duty. I know that. But.
Yeah, but Activision likes their money. We all know that. I mean, look at the Call of Duty franchise. If they made it where they supported backwards compatibility, then everybody would, be playing the old school stuff and be playing all their DLC and
right.
Because Microsoft is also supporting the DLC. So everything that you bought on your 360, DLC wise, for a particular game, you'll be able to play on your Xbox One for the backwards compatibility thing. So I don't know. It's pure speculation why Activision wasn't on the list as supporting backwards compatibility. But I kind of want to feel like it's a money thing. That's my guess on it. Especially with Call of Duty and especially with them launching so close with the Black Ops 3, which is, by the way, multi-platformed and for, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 as well as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So we don't know.
I don't know the reason behind that either.
I think it's just a money thing, honestly.
They're a big franchise company too. I mean, you have to imagine there's got to be a big reason behind that. It's money. It's like you said though, like. I mean, I don't think they're a company striving to do anything, I don't think they're really poking their nose at a lot of those type of things, like the backwards compatibility things and whatnot. They're just looking to put their money into the next franchise game. Mm-hmm. That's all there is to that.
They need to. The first thing they need to do is not support last generation consoles anymore. Rock Band is even not Rock Band. Wow. Activision Guitar Hero, the new one that they're coming out with to compete with Rock Band, is also for the 360. And in this 2 years into the cycle, 2 years into the cycle already, and
they're not doing next generation game, not doing strict next generation games.
Yeah, and it's going to hold the game back.
Yeah, well, graphically hold the game back. It will. There's no way around that, especially if you're looking at a game trying to have it be a backwards compatible game. If you want that, that's another reason why they wouldn't be on that list. I didn't even think of it that way, actually. Now that you mention it, it's a big deal. That's a huge deal.
All right, moving on to our next topic. Of course, we're getting a new UI for the Xbox One. And I'm going to put this on screen here somewhere. You guys will see it in a little bit. Nezzy, you saw screenshots of the new UI, haven't you?
The new UI?
Yeah. It was like a pre-build. To me, it looks awesome. I can't wait. And I hope they fix a lot of stuff with it, too. Like, I hope that party chat gets fixed somehow.
It's the only thing on there I have not seen so far.
Yeah, it was a while back. I'm going to put it in this video somewhere on the screen so everybody else can see it. Or you just Googled it.
Shh, I didn't do that.
It will be coming.
Oh, yep. You were telling me about it.
They stated that it will be out in November. Now, here's an interesting concept. Is like the guy tweeted afterwards saying that their goal is for preview members in the Xbox One preview program to have it in September. So that would be 2 months of testing on the new UI. Which sounds about right, you know, if that's your goal to make it. Because like a 1 month test, this is a big overhaul.
You're right. It's a whole new presentation, so...
Yeah, but I'm hoping that, you know, a lot of things get ironed out and fixed, especially...
Yeah, especially with party chat, right?
Party chat definitely needs it.
Xbox has its issues with party chat. We all know that. Obviously, there's a lot of times when you're in party chat, it actually can affect the game itself, which is a huge issue, depending on the game, of course.
Right.
Especially, and then, of course, you've got just party chat has been going downhill. Actually, it's been having more issues. We'll say connecting, and you can't tell whether or not the person can talk or not. Sometimes you ask them if they're there, they won't be there.
Or like that. Or party chat will go down in the midst of, you know, like we play competitively, so like we're in the middle of a match,
playing with your friends,
and then fucking party chat goes down.
I want to be calling out to my friends.
Yeah, nobody can hear anything, and then when there's like no call outs, no communication, or when I can't hear you guys talking, that's when I get lost.
Yeah, and then like, you're all by yourself. That means
exactly.
Yeah, it's looking funny.
Quantum Break, a game I have not been too familiar with. I have not kept up on it.
Yep, this is the first video I got to see today of it.
And for us, it was one of those games it was under our radar. We heard of it, we heard the name, but we didn't really look into it until today. When I saw the briefing, the game looked phenomenal. It looks like something I would probably most likely buy. What about you, Nezzy?
Yeah, the game, it just looks unbelievable graphically, and you have gameplay elements, I want to say similar to Max Payne, where you can slow time down. The whole game is based around this character here. I'm going to take a quick peek. The actor who plays the character is Sean Ashmore. He's the guy that played Iceman in X-Men series. The kid that played X-Man, I should say. Not really, wasn't a guy at the time. But he's same thing. So you got this guy, and he can slow time down basically, and he takes advantage of all the elements of slowing time down. Like he'll take an object and throw it at somebody, and it will do immense damage. And you can see all these different elements in the game, and all the different like just physics in like just everything. His graphics look unbelievable. And there's some good actors coming into it. There's a guy from the Lord of the Rings there that plays. Oh boy, I can't think of his name. His name in real life is Aidan Gillen. Plays the Littlefinger. I think Littlefinger's his name. I watch that show all the time. It's my favorite show, and I can't think of the guy's name. But you got all these good actors coming into it. It may be really good. It might not. We'll see. I mean, the story might be crap, but that's really what we're looking at here. I think the only issue with the game could be the story. That's it. Gameplay elements look great. I mean, they have a cover system. The shooting system looks very well put together. Obviously, the slowing time down to do, or however they call it in the game, it's called Quantum Break. I gotta assume has to do with something like ridiculous.
All right.
Is all really well put together. So, we'll see.
Now to the bad news. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a year. The release date has been announced as April 5th, 2016. So, it's not like we're not going to be busy. I mean, look at this lineup for this holiday season. I mean, Jesus. I'm going to be broke so hardcore. Microsoft is investing heavily in the eSports, trying to bring Halo back.
Oh, a $1 million tournament? Is that a $1 million grand prize, or is that just $1 million of
I'm assuming it's
tournament bracket money?
It's so you got to assume tournament bracket.
So like the top prize might be like it might be like something like $500,000 actually, because with those tournaments though, the teams, they'll usually break it down where it's like, so if it was 100,000, the second place team would get like 36,000. And the third place team would get 24, and it would just break down like that. So you have to assume the total prize for the tournaments have to be really high now, at least doubled, at least. So 200,000 minimum, I'm guessing, is going to be the tournament prizes now.
You would think so too, because you're going from the Halo Championship Series to Halo World Championship Series.
Right. Yeah, you're looking at multiple countries. They did a in the presentation at Gamescom, they did it was Team Optic versus a new European team. Can you tell me what the team was again? I don't remember.
Esplon or something like that?
Yep.
But, and speaking of that, in a minute, we're going to actually break down this new map that they showed. Halo 5 showed a brand new map, Coliseum is what it's called.
Not a remake of the Halo 2 map. I think that map was actually called Colossus. I could be wrong.
I think it is
nothing
Colossus.
Similar. Not to get that mixed up. But the map itself looks unbelievable. It's another map. I was looking at it. I've watched a video like 3 or 4 times just to see what it looked like, and it looks like a very good competitive map. It looks like it's well put together and perfect for Halo 5.
Mm-hmm. It did. I love the fact that you can.
They're putting out.
Oh God! I love the fact that you can flag run.
Right.
Especially like how he was able to get across that middle with the flag. You know, first he threw the flag, and then he used his thrusters to get to that ledge and climb up over it in the middle. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I saw the dash too, and then how he used what's the power dash called? I actually don't even know what it's called.
Thrust.
The thruster, yeah. Well, you got you can thrust back and forth, but he did a dash at a guy and knocked him out, and went back and went forward to grab the OS. It was a good move. They showed that off. I thought it was really interesting. Flag running is huge to me. The fact that they're bringing that back, because if you can speed up your characters and being able to drop the flag generally,
defend yourself,
very useful. Very useful. Yeah, you want to drop the flag when you're playing competitive. You don't want to have a pistol and flag in your hand. You want to drop flag and be able to use your BR and team shot and then re-pick it up and keep moving. There's a lot about that that's really important in competitive play.
Oh, definitely. I loved how he picked up Overshield. If you haven't seen it, when you pick up Overshield or when you pick up
Invisibility is the same thing. It's okay. Invisi, we all call it that.
When you pick it up, you see him hold it in his hand, and he'll hit a button like on the side, and then like it utilizes it. Which I thought
that's nice.
Which I thought was cool. Pistol. I want to say the pistol looks a lot different from beta. Not in the look in terms of like they remade the pistol.
The way it plays.
But the way it plays, yes.
Right.
Not quite as long range, but also effective.
Right, and it still looks like the best pistol to date. Outside of, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. The most powerful weapon in Halo history is the Halo 1 Combat Evolved pistol. Unbelievably powerful. So you can't ever dispute with that. But the new Halo 5 pistol looks like the best pistol out of all the other Halos so far.
They actually stated that it is the most powerful pistol besides the Combat Evolved one that they've ever made.
Yeah.
So they did say that. It's funny that you mentioned that, and that's just based off you seeing it.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's based off you seeing it.
I've used it. I played Halo 5 beta.
Let's see. Also, the limited edition Halo 5 Xbox One was announced, and you can actually pre-order today, starting today.
I'm getting antsy about it. I want it really bad.
I told Sarah, and I'm getting into my personal life in here so everybody knows. I told Sarah, who's my girlfriend, that if Halo 5 had a limited edition console, no matter what, that I was going to buy it.
Oof.
And
you're gonna have to save up some extra money for that. Then we're gonna have to put some money aside just for both of us, just for the pre-order for the consoles. I might get it, and it comes. You said it comes with the digital copy of Halo 5 as well, right? It's 1 terabyte.
Yeah, which I was going to do. System. Yeah, which is what I was going to do anyways. My problem with this and digital is, I was planning on pre-ordering it on the Xbox One and having it downloaded straight,
Right.
And that way I'd be ready to go. Problem with the Halo 5 Xbox is it don't come out until the 27th, which is the exact same day as Halo 5. So I would have to complete reinstall it. Now, I could be like, oh, pre-order it, and then just like plug up the new Xbox and then like play away and sell my digital copy to somebody who wants to buy it. But then again, or do a giveaway on our channel. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling, because a game is pretty generous. Let's see. Halo Wars. Halo War fans, finally, we get Halo Wars 2. If you didn't know, Halo Wars launched March 3rd, 2009. So it's been 6 years.
Halo Wars launched in 2009.
Yeah.
Halo 3 was 2006. Mm-hmm. And then Reach came out I thought Reach came out in 2009.
Yeah, Halo Wars launched on March 3rd, 2009. Wow. So it's been a good 6 years. And I had doubts because, as soon as that game launched, Microsoft closed Ensemble Studios.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why there was...
Yeah, and 343 didn't do... Did 343 even make Was they in part of Halo Wars?
No.
Or was that Bungie? It was Bungie at the time still.
No, it wasn't Bungie. It was 343. 343 picked it up.
Oh, okay.
And ran the, for like if you're playing online and stuff like that. And kept that up, but all the DLC and stuff was already done, and
now
sure.
And and when they closed the studios, I had pretty much like, all right, well that's it. There's no sequel. I mean, they closed the studios that made it. So the surprise. So it really was a surprise having this announcement today. For me, at least, it was definitely a surprise. You always hear the ramblings every so often, like, oh, Halo Wars.
Oh, like, oh, Halo Wars. But why do we not have another Halo Wars game coming out? Like, they should definitely be putting one out. Like, there was a big fan base for Halo Wars. I wasn't a huge fan of Halo Wars myself, although I do love the strategy warfare type games. Those games are amazing. I don't know what they call those. What are the names for those? Because I used to play Age of Empires.
RTSs.
RTSs, yep.
Now,
isn't Dota technically an RTS? And like
it's a mixture. Dota started from Warcraft 3, which is an RTS. It was a mod for Warcraft 3. And it ended up... It's its own genre now called a MOBA.
Yeah, they're called MOBAs. I know that.
But I don't know what that stands for.
Anybody
who watching this video, if you know what the actual acronym for MOBA stands for,
yeah, don't be afraid to put it down there.
Yeah, please let us know.
Apparently, we're not too good with video games.
Right, and we're making video game videos.
All right, so yeah, Halo Wars. I mean, those games are really good, and there's been a huge calling for Halo Wars to come out with a second game. And I mean, when we talked about the games becoming backward compatible, a huge talk was about Halo Wars being one of the backwards compatible games, because obviously people have been waiting a long time for Halo Wars to come out.
Also,
that was another game,
which is also good news, because Halo Wars is in fact still the top 20 requested for people voting to be backwards compatible. And it's going to be backwards compatible. It's just given time and when they're going to enable it to be backwards compatible.
How many of those games will become backwards compatible? I forget.
They said that... Because right now you guys still don't have any backwards compatibility. So they said that in November... So it's pretty much when you get the UI update is when you guys are going to get your backwards compatibility. I'm pretty sure there is no backwards compatible still for you. No, you guys get backwards compatibility now, because I have some on my console now that I can play. Shadow Complex now I can put on my Xbox One and play backwards compatible, which I actually just might do and stream.
Just to show off that you can do some backwards compatibility games.
Yep, but I think you have it on your list too. You just got to go to your Ready and install and look for anything digital. Castle Crashers is backwards compatible, and I know you bought Castle Crashers.
No, I actually haven't.
Oh, you did?
It was one of the games that I wanted to get on that list, though. Was it a free-to-play game at one point? Because I might have had downloaded it and never got around to playing it.
No, it was...
I know how good it is, though.
Happy Wars was.
Happy Wars. I know Happy Wars was.
The trailer for Halo Wars 2 looked awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah, it really stood out, obviously, with the brutes and whatnot, and showing
talking.
off the guys died, the Spartans dying. I mean, they made it. Yeah, and the brute talking.
The brute just talking. It was like he just sounded like so badass, like he was gonna just rip and kill everybody.
Right.
And
obviously, again, you go big into the kitty. Oh, look at the kitty. Obviously, again, it goes big into the Halo lore universe. So, I mean, you're going to get a lot out of the Halo. Halo Wars goes big into Halo in general, the universe of Halo. You're going to see a lot of different characters and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Maybe you get introduced to some new stuff.
All right, and then we're going to go into our final topic, which was Crackdown 3.
Ooh, this is a big one for me. I'm not even a big fan of the Crackdown games, but when Deadman told me about what the game's bringing to the table... Yeah. I'll let you take the spotlight on that.
All right. Of course, Crackdown 3 will have an online multiplayer beta, which will take place next summer in 2016. Using the power of the cloud, or Microsoft's cloud, or servers, it's going to have 100% destructible environments.
Oh boy!
Now, I loved the first Crackdown. I didn't bother with 2 because it just didn't interest me. The first one was good. I got my fill for it, but that was it. Crackdown 3, especially now having everything being able to be destroyed. I can bring down a building that Nezzy is sitting there. He goes in one building
camping
from another,
sure.
And I just keep blowing buildings up all the way around. That sounds like a great time. What do you think?
I can't wait to be on top of a building and somebody just blows it up and it completely falls apart. It reminds me, if you guys have ever played, Red Faction, right? Red Faction, when you could blow holes in the wall and you could drill through anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Faction? It was a game that came out on N64. It was really popular, obviously, at the time. and you literally could destroy anything, and it became really fun to just fool around with, really fun to use explosives, go into multiplayer, and just destroy everything.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a peak in interest. I myself, depending on the requirements to get in beta, we'll try it out, especially the beta portion, because I'm probably going to try that out before I even invest anything in, and probably even in buying it. Same thing with Nezzy here. He's probably, if there's just a sign up, we'll sign up. But if it's like, pre-order to get into the beta,
I would pre-order to get in the beta. I would do it.
And then go get your $5 back.
If they don't like it, I might get the game. I might not. So there's a chance, you never know.
Right.
Chance I might really like it if I find out that it doesn't look like there's going to be any. Because with the Crackdown games, which one was the free-to-play game that was on Xbox? Actually, the only one I ever played. I think it was Crackdown II.
I think so too. No, Crackdown 2 was a free-to-play game. A game for Windows Gold, I believe. Or Gold. You guys know GW, whatever it is.
Either way, those games they're humorous for a little while, and then they get old. Right. Yeah, it's your super powered like cop type character who can jump really ridiculously high, and it's like playing Grand Theft Auto on super steroids. You're like playing as a character as powerful as like Captain America or something, but even more strong. Like you just jump super high. It's ridiculous. Right. Ridiculous stuff happens in the game.
All right, guys, what do you think? How do you think Microsoft did on day one on their briefing? Let us know in the comments. And remember, if you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and Twitch. We're always there. We're always streaming. Well, I'm not always streaming, but I stream a lot when I can. Nezzy's constantly on. You can't.
I'm constantly on.
You'll know when he's on. He's probably streaming. No, he's not streaming now, but
No, I am playing Halo though. When we talk.
Right. All right, and we'll catch you guys later.
Take it easy, guys.